a very large food played a very large part in the way that I comforted my children. My ex-husband did not allow me to give them ice cream or cookies or go to fast food places, but I was sneaking to them so they could be happy.
Fuckers, you eating 4 burgers? Come on now.
And got up to over 200 pounds by the time I was 12.
All them goddamn fries.
But as I gained more weight, my dad started to get more and more upset with me because of it.
I would too.
He tried to stop me and Carlton's weight gain, but it didn't stop us from eating how we wanted.
Lord, let me be quiet. Oh,
and by the time I was 13, I was over 350 pounds.
Oh,
and Carlton was 5 or 6 and around 200.
I know you, well, I know you.
When I was around 10, I think that's when it got to its worst with my dad. So as a family, it was at a point where we couldn't take it anymore. So my mom took us and we ran.
Where did that end?
I felt very relieved when finally I was able to escape.
Being away from my dad was such a relief to all of us.
Instead of it being somber, everyone was happy about it. And I remember being allowed to eat as many desserts as I wanted.
Come on,
and I would just take advantage of it, and I would eat, and my mom wouldn't be crying, and my sister would be smiling, eating too. So it was a peaceful time.
Lord have mercy. You on
By
the
the time
computer?
I was 11, I was over 300 pounds.
That was 11
and
at
it was
300?
a massive problem. Kids were teasing me. My mother had to constantly try to scramble and find new uniforms.
I can't do this.
And I ended up getting
2 or 3 pizzas a day for 9 months straight. That's why I gained so much weight.
Oh, repeat that.
Was worrying about was more of who she was personally. We just fell in love again.
So within a year of dating, Michael asked me to marry him, and I told him yes. And getting ready for my wedding was the only time in my life I lost any weight.
Cat. Hey, nah, they been lying.
But it didn't last as long as I had hoped. Because less than a year after we got married, I got pregnant with my first child and gained a lot during that pregnancy. I would eat like 2 or 3 pizzas a day for 9 months straight. That's why I gained so much weight.
Don't play the kids.
So by the time I had Michael Jr. when I was 23, I put back on almost 100 pounds and was just under 500 pounds then. But 6 months after I had Michael Jr., I got pregnant with my second child.
Lord have mercy.
And by the time I had my daughter Royal, when I was 25, I was around 540. And the cycle continued with my pregnancy with Treasure. And when I had her when I was 27, I was close to 600. And that's when I started to lose my mobility too. When I was 29, me, Michael, and the kids had to move back home with my mom so she could help take care of me. And Carlton had made the same decision to move back with our mom because of how big he was getting too.
Imagine saying I moved out with my mom because I got big.
Where I could hardly do anything anymore. So I had to move back home with my mom.
And in this room, I have stayed.
Big ass arms. Comb
The
your
only thing I was
motherfucking
happy
head
about
out.
with the situation and moving back
Goof ass
was that I
boy.
was with my sister again. And now, we don't even really see
Baggy
each
head,
other
mad
since she
like a
stays on her
motherfucker.
floor and I'm on mine. I don't go out and do anything or see anyone except online. I actually have been